Hello everybody, I'm Adam Conway. I'm one of the maintainers of Donkey Car, and we have a new car that we now support. It is a WL Toys car. It's the 114 series cars. They have a series of them. Some of them are brushed, some are brushless, and we'll kind of walk through a little bit about that and also how to assemble this car. The box, just so you know, looks something like this, and it comes with it comes ready to roll, as they say. So it comes with batteries and all that kind of stuff. I'll talk briefly about the car itself. It's a more modern car than the other cars that we support. The other ones we started supporting about 4 or 5 years ago. So it has brushless options. It has LiPo batteries, which are much better than the NiCad batteries the previous ones had. It's also pretty robust. It's got nice shocks. It's got, it's got an aluminum bottom. I think it'll probably stand up pretty well to the kind of punishment that a donkey car normally gets. So just to get started, you pull off these two little clips. This you actually don't need anymore, unless you want to turn it back into an RC car. And you can see that this is the brushed version. There is a brushless version. This is a pretty important trade-off you're gonna have to make as you look at this car. The brushed version, brushed motors do much better at slow speed, which makes it easier to get started with training. Just so you know. But the problem with that is the brushed version comes with what is called an integrated controller, which means it has the receiver and the motor controller and all of those kinds of things embedded inside of it. This you cannot use with Donkey Car. So you actually have to get a new ESC and a new servo driver to get this working. So that alone might make you choose the brushless version, which has discrete components and actually just works off the shelf. So I think in general, I would recommend the brushless version unless you're pretty skilled with RC cars and know how to change out these parts. Like I said, that's kind of one thing to keep in mind. All right, with that, I'll jump into the how to assemble this. To do that, you're going to need a few parts. You're going to need these two adapters. This just connects to a traditional Donkey Car chassis. Similar to other cars, we have adapters that just support various different kinds. You just have to print these. These are on Thingiverse. You'll need two small screws. These are M 2.2 or 2.3 screws. They're about 6 or 8 millimeters long. I'll have a link for those. And you'll need two spare clips. So it came with 2 clips. You'll need 2 additional clips. So to get started, all you do is attach these things. It's actually pretty straightforward. You'll need a smaller screwdriver like this so that it can fit in these holes. And you just screw it to the front. So pardon me while I do this. And I'll not make you sit here and wait for me to screw all these in. But you can see that in the front of the car, there are 2 extra screw slots. They happen to match up perfectly with this. You put it on the inside, and then you screw from the front. Oops. These screws are small. And we'll screw the second one in for now. Then in the back, you actually have existing screws. This wing has 4 screws going into it. You just take out the top 2 screws, and then you reuse those. And you put them in these holes right here. Ideally, they go right through. Clear the hole a little bit. It's got a little bit of stuff from the 3D printing. There we go. So then you stick those right back into those holes that already were there. Again, I'm not going to screw this all the way in, just for the sake of time. So now you can just take the standard donkey car chassis and you can put it on. You can see with the one hole, that's the one that goes in the back, the hole between the two. And it just fits right on top of these adapters. The adapters have holes in them, so you can now pretty easily just clip it back on and get going from there. So you can clip all these 4 things on and then build up your donkey car from there. So pretty straightforward, and look, you can look at the rest of the instructions to get going on this. Again, I think the key decision that many of you will have to make is, do you want to use the brushed or brushless version? I would recommend the brushless if you're just new to RC. Just know that it's going to be a little bit faster and it's going to have a little bit less slow speed control. One other thing on the battery, like I said, the battery is a much nicer battery. I recommend getting a couple of these and make it much easier for you to get going with the car. And that's it. This is, like I said, the first newly supported car in many years. So hopefully many of you have good luck with it. Thank you.